Oh, I know Tanya
She
Maria.
she's
She does a song.
amazing.
Da-da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. Come with me now.
Come with
Uh,
me now, bring
yeah,
sunny
yeah.
days into my
Na-na-na-na-na.
life.
Oh,
Ba-ba,
wow.
boo-ba, boo-ba, boo-ba.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I love her.
I love that
And
song.
me too. I always play this kind of music in my concerts.
Jeez. What about your friends and that? Like you still make bossa nova music, and I know you do different styles, but like, is it something that people your, let's say, our age group and stuff like that, are people still interested in bossa nova?
No. So, this is a point. Like, when I'm not in Brazil, yes. But when I'm in Brazil, no. So, here, I must do something more commercial. I can have bossa nova influence, but nowadays, more like in a pop way, like
Mm,
these mixings that I said. Right now, here in Brazil, rap is very, very popular. It's
mm-hmm.
very commercial. And everything is going to this direction of rap, of trap, and like all the pop music is in this field. But there are still some artists that do something more like in an old style. But I think that are some artists that can find a nice proportion, a nice mixing. And these are the artists that I'm trying to hear more nowadays, like Lued Luna, who is from Bahia.
Yeah, yeah.
She's a
Amazing.
very amazing singer, a black Brazilian singer, and she has this influence. You can feel by her voice and her way, but in this modern fluency, and I
Hmm.
like that because music always. um always runs with our time.
Yeah,
So we are in
yeah,
2023. We cannot play like in the 50s because we are in 2023 and that's fine. That's okay.
yeah. Do you think that music, like I always think that music goes in cycles, so there seems to be trends, like you said, like today it's, it can be very fast, and then the next couple of years it can go back to slowing down, or it can be very minimal, and then there can be
Yeah.
times where it's just very instrumental and a lot happening. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like music always goes in cycles and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me ask you about this person who I, like I said, I was one of those gringos who came to Rio, was looking for bossa nova, couldn't find anyone who liked it. I was like, what the hell? Why does no one know about certain singers? And there was one singer that I don't know who it was, but I spoke to a friend of mine, and she's a bit like you, Hello, because she's very clued up in music. So I was like, okay, I can trust you. You're gonna know who this person is. And I said to her, she had no idea. So my question is, do you know Eliani Elias?
Of course.
Oh my God.
Of
Jeez.
course. And I'm a big fan of her because
Oh
she's
my
also a
God.
pianist. So all of these pianists who are singers are big influence for me because I'm also a pianist and singer. But all of the Brazilian piano and singers, women, are not in Brazil.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, I
Like
discovered
Eliane,
her here in London.
yeah, she lives in the States like more than 30 years. She's living there. And there is also another one that, if you don't know, check it out. Her name is Tânia Maria.
Oh, I know Tanya
She
Maria.
she's
She does a song.
amazing.
Da-da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. Come with me now.
Come with
Uh,
me now, bring
yeah,
sunny
yeah.
days into my
Da-na-na-na-na.
life.
Oh,
Ba ba
wow.
boo ba boo ba ba.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I love her,
I love that
and
song.
me too. I always play this kind of music in my concerts
Jeez.
because
I
I think she's the most Brazilian thing, and she has the swing, and she's black in her
Jeez.
way of do that, you know. And it's not bossa nova, but you also can hear bossa nova
You
influence.
can hear
But
it,
she
the
has the
piano.
swing,
Yeah,
yeah, and she's amazing.
I
She's
love that
amazing.
song. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow. I haven't
yeah,
listened.
yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, honestly, my entire time I spent in Brazil, I don't think I ever heard that song unless I played it. Like, I wouldn't walk into a place and it'll be on. The same with Eliani Elias. Sorry, I would never hear.
Because you didn't came to my show.
I messed up. I really messed up. Damn. Okay,
Because I always play her songs, always in my concerts.
you're too exclusive to get. I could never get tickets to your show. I need to work a lot harder.
No, next time you already know.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, hey, can I please come? I need a discount, of course, but I will try my
Come
best.
on.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
amazing. What about your influences apart from the US, apart from the Brazil? Apart from Brazil, who are some of your influences?
people from here, from Brazil,
No,
like
not
Tanya,
non-Brazilians, non-Brazilians.
American and European and
Yeah,
all of
yeah.
these
Could be
things.
African, could be anywhere.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
There are many, many influences. Like I love jazz, like American jazz.
Hmm.
So there are many singers that I'm crazy for, like Sarah Vaughan, like
Yeah.
Diane Reeves,
Hmm.
Bridgewater, Cam McRae, and this for singers. Like I'm crazy also for instrumental music, like
Yeah.
Chet Baker and Charlie Parker. Like I love jazz.
What about the modern guys? Have you ever heard of like? Do you know about Robert Glasper?
Yeah, I love Robert
I
Glasper,
love
Gregory
Robert Glasper.
Porter,
Yeah.
Thundercat, Anderson Paak. Like Gregory Porter is my favorite one. I'm crazy for him.
Seriously?
I'm crazy for
Wow.
him. I've been already to 3 or 4 concerts of Gregory Porter, and
Wow.
one was in Europe, and I was like, oh my
I met him once. I met him in a concert actually. I was like, he had this intimate dinner concert thing, and
god. Mm-hmm.
I was just there like eating. And then, like,
Yeah,
to be honest, I didn't want to meet him because I was like, leave him. I'm not gonna say I love the music. But my friend was just like, oh, I need to. So I was like, okay, cool. So I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, and he
Because
took
he
off
is amazing. He is
his
amazing.
voice.
It's something.
But I have to say, and this is the last thing I have to say, like Robert Glasper experiment for me is like the best thing I've ever heard, the best live thing I've ever heard in my life, I think. Like
Yeah,
live,
he's doing.
I
Yeah, he's doing such a very, very nice job. And also, I remember of one of my big, big influences, American singer, Esperanza Spalding. Like, I'm
oh
crazy
yeah.
for her. And
Yeah.
she's part of, she did some sessions with Robert
Yeah,
Glasper as
yeah, yeah.
well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very nice.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Well, yeah, we're rapping now. I didn't know. I didn't know it. I didn't know you were that deep. Like the thing is, your musical knowledge is like so like strong. Like there's probably everything that you really like, or there's probably everyone that I like that you probably like. What are the English people that you like? Come on, give the Americans their love. But what about the British
The
artists?
British, my favorite one is Freddie Mercury from Queen.
Okay, that's a
This
very
is my
Brazilian
big, big, big
answer.
one. This is my big one. Like I have his poster in my house. I'm very, very addicted to Queen.
Okay.
You know, I have very different tastes. I mean, I like very different things. But I love rock. And when I was a teenager, I played in many metal bands. Many
Oh
metal
wow.
bands. Yeah,
Okay.
so I have also this big influence. But talking about British people, also I love Amy Winehouse. I think she is was something very special because she could find a very nice mixing between pop and jazz music, and yeah. I love her way of make it intelligible and accessible, even for someone who are not used to listen a lot of music. I like this when the artists make their music accessible, because I love this kind of music, as I said before, like
Yeah.
very complex and everything. But what really affects people for me is the biggest thing. Like everyone can hear and connect. And Freddie Mercury is also a person that you cannot pass through without being touched.
Affected, yeah, touched.
It's impossible
Yeah,
because there's something strong in his way of express. So
yeah.
this for me is very powerful.
What in terms of your own music, because you've done some different types of genres, and you're also someone who isn't specific to one type of style. Like, do you think that you bring different elements every time? I would say that about you, that you're always kind of teaching someone, especially the foreigners, who
Yeah.
like want to hear about like the sort of bossa nova stuff and the Brazilian stuff. But do you do that on purpose? Do you like to try and give something more to your audience than
Yeah. 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 And also, I like to feel my audience. So I will not play just what I want to play, but play what people are in the mood to hear. And I love different kind of music, so this is not a problem for me. And the thing that I think that unites all of these genders and these styles is my expression. So I can do a show passing through many different styles, but you will see a unity on this, because I will do the arrangement in my way and the singing in my way. So it's fine. I can sing a Queen and then sing a jazz and then sing a samba, and that's fine. I don't care for it.
yeah,
And that's why I make all producers very crazy here.
yeah, all the producers?
Yeah.
When are you playing next?
You mean like
Is it the
now?
carnival? Yeah, is it carnival? Oh, sorry, Italy, when you
Yeah, it
tour,
will be
when you're
in,
going
yeah,
on
yeah,
tour?
yeah. Yeah, because now this month, January, I'm very focused in finish this master. So I didn't get any concert to do, because it's always a matter of energy. Like concerts for me are something very special. It's not like, okay, I'm gonna do a walk. No, concert for me is like a ritual. Even if I have this space of improvisation and I can do things that are not on the script, but I must be there entirely, 100%. So if I'm thinking in another thing, then it's ended. I cannot do this concert. So now in January, I'm just focusing finish my master. But on February, I will be there in Italy and I will teach and I will do some concerts just of Brazilian music.
Okay. What's your plans after Italy? You gonna come? Can you come down to England?
Oh, because I must go back to Brazil.
Oh wow! Oh, come on. You can do a few months out of Brazil, I'm sure. No
I
problem.
can, but not now because I have already some concerts booked here. Like in the day that I arrive in Brazil, I will have to play,
Okay.
because here the 80th of March, I think that's a worldwide thing, like in the International
The
Women's
Women's
Day.
Day. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I will arrive on the 80th of March in Brazil, and I have to do many concerts because I'm a woman. And
Women's only
once,
concert.
yeah, yeah, it's like they do a lot of actions around the city of music made of women. And once I'm a composer, pianist, and singer, they love to call me for this purpose.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool. A little bit of female activism. Why not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. This is very important in my music, in my composition.
yeah.
Like I always in my music, I try to speak a lot about this topic because it's important.
Yeah. Cool. What other languages do you speak? You told me before, but we weren't recording. What languages do you speak?
For sure, English
Yeah, as we
and
can see.
Portuguese. Yeah, that's my native language. But I speak a little bit of Italian as well because I have this thing there. So when I am in Italy, I have to teach the whole day. In the first time that I've been there, I had an interpreter who were doing the translation. I was giving the lesson in English and then he was translating for Italian. But I was in a
Oh
time
my
like,
gosh.
what? What is that? Like, I'm a Portuguese speaker and he's doing the translation from English to Italian. Come on, I can't understand these words. And then I started to try to
Yeah.
speak Italian, and in the end, I was speaking Italian.
Is it quite similar?
Yeah, it's very similar. Very. The way and the sound and the words are very, very similar. But the thing is, before I speak Italian, I spoke Spanish. So
Okay.
my mind was made for Spanish and I needed to change for Italian. So now I cannot speak Spanish anymore, just Italian.
Okay, you swapped. You said bye. I did the same thing actually. I spoke Spanish. I spoke Spanish. It was very, very bad. And then I swapped for really, really bad Portuguese. So, you have to do
It's
these
like
swaps.
I don't have enough storage. I needed
No,
to download it and put another
exactly.
content.
That's how it works. That's how it works. Definitely. Cool. Let me just ask you a few like quick questions and then we can wrap it up. Just like I said, I don't want to keep you too long. But yeah, man, it's
Fine.
really cool speaking to you. Like, I'm so glad you know about Eliane Elias and all the rest. I'm sure there's so many artists that I'm just like, yo, you need to recommend some artists for me to listen to, as well as your
Yeah,
own
yeah.
music as well. Um, but yeah, I'm just like desperate
You
to.
mean Brazilian ones? Like my favorite big one is Elis Regina. That's our most famous one. Have you ever heard her?
No, what's her name?
Elis Regina. She's already
No.
died and she's my number one here in Brazil.
Yeah, I've
And
never heard
she
her.
was from the 70s. Powerful. She has this thing that I said before about Freddie Mercury is impossible to hear it and not be touched. Elis
Mm.
Regina.
Yeah, I haven't heard of her.
And also Alcione also is very, very special for me. She's still alive. She's a samba singer. I don't know if you have I think that you have heard her because she's very famous here.
Is she like what level famous? Because I know like I don't know who can I mention like samba singers. I don't know. They're. I don't think I know samba singers by names to be honest.
Alcione, check it out. She
Okay.
is my number one in samba.
Okay. All right. Mine too.
But there, yeah,
I will check it out, and if it's good, if you say it's good, I trust you, so it will be hard for me. I'm sure I will like it too.
yes, it is. It is. It's very special. But modern things like people more like young that are doing music in here, some new sounds that I like Lué de Luna is something very nice that's running now here. Baku Exudo Blues is something very nice.
I think that Bako's music, for me, if you talk about production and composition and just the amount of effort and the quality, I think that is probably the best music I've heard outside of some. It sounds like it was made in the United States, and that's not me like pushando saco of the United States.
Yeah,
It's me being
yeah,
like,
yeah.
if you
The
think
way
about
of
the
production.
Bluesman album, this production,
Mm-hmm.
like they spent time. He won
Yeah.
awards for this,
Yeah,
And I just
and it
think, you know,
and it was granted because he really make for it.
yeah,
It's very nice production.
yeah,
I like that. I
yeah,
like that. You also have Baiana System that maybe
yes,
you know.
yeah,
Everybody from Bahia. I think that people from Bahia now are doing a very nice job in Brazil.
yeah. You just mentioned three Baianos for real. Do you know
Yeah,
about
this
what about? Do you know about Breeza Flow in terms of like
yeah,
rap music from Sao
yeah,
Paulo?
yeah. I know her. Yeah, I know her.
And
It's very nice.
there's another indigenous lady
Uh,
rapper whose name,
Kaye,
yes, thank you. Yeah.
I play with her.
Well, I mean, she's great, right? You play with her.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
wow, that's so cool.
yeah, yeah. I met Brisa because of Kaye, and because of Kaye, I got more connected to this scene of indigenous music and rap that's become very big right now in Brazil. And it's very nice productions, very nice music. And it's very funny because always when Kaye calls me, she wants me to do a more classical thing with piano. And I like this as a challenge so I can put like a European instrument into a native music. You know, I like this combination, the colors, and it's very energetic. I love that.
You just that's the second time you described music in color. Can you see music?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
cool. Wow.
I'm very visual with music, like and synesthetic.
Yeah.
Like I like to think about music not just by my ear, and more how this affect my body, and you know these different feelings, and then I try to express. I think this more organic because when you just think about music by hearing, I think that's very superficial. And as you said before, like Brazilian music is more about a feeling. So I cannot express this by my ear.
No, you need to feel it. You need to feel it with all the other senses, all the other elements that go into it. No, I hear you. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
All right. We should probably finish here just because the connection keeps going crazy. So I'm just like, shoot, I don't want to lose any of this, to be honest. But you're so cool. Honestly, a real pleasure just speaking to you, about I can speak about music forever. I know I can, but I need to just calm down a little bit.
Next time we speak
Yeah,
more.
yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, let's get you on again. Quick fire questions, actually. Funk or rap or hip hop?
For me, hip hop.
MPB or sertanejo? It's a stupid question.
MPP,
I know, it's a
MPP.
stupid question.
Yeah, that's very easy.
Sertanejo, All right, cool. Bossa Nova or samba?
That's hard, but I would say samba, I think.
This is going out
Because,
online, people are gonna see this.
yeah, I would say samba because samba is black music.
Samba pagode or I don't even know how you call it. What's samba? The real samba? Samba
The real?
carnaval. I don't know. How do you say like? So there's the pagode samba, and then there's
It's, yeah, because there are many styles of samba.
yeah.
Like you have parte do alto, you have samba de enredo, which is the kind of samba school. You have samba de roda. You have what else? Samba canção, samba funk, samba rock, samba de gafieira.
A
It's a
lot.
world. Yeah, samba is a thing very big. That's why I said also samba because samba it's a big gender. Bossa nova, I think that's a subgender of samba. because bossa nova is a samba that got the influence of jazz. So it's just one face of a big thing, you know.
Yeah.
So samba is the big thing.
Wow. Yeah.
It's like jazz. Like you have many styles
You
of
have so
jazz.
many. You have swing. You have smooth jazz. You have
Cool
bossa
jazz, hard.
nova.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like you have the
Yeah.
big thing. The other are just some faces, some expressions.
It's all right. My last question: samba or rock?
Oh my God.
Because you were talking a lot, and you mentioned a lot of these musics that were your love and your first influence, and the music that you make. So you need to make a choice now. Only one can survive. I'm joking, but go on. What is it going to be? Samba or rock?
That's hard. If you had asked me like few years ago, I think that I would say rock. But
Now
no,
you're growing up.
yeah, and it's because it's stronger than me. Like samba is about my way of life. Rock I love, but it's not my way of life. Maybe if I was living in London, it would be my way of life.
Maybe. Have you been to London?
Once,
Oh, okay. Was rock your way of life then?
well, it was not a good experience. I think that I must try it again. I have to give one more chance to London. I
You've been
think that.
invited in March, okay?
All
It's
right.
up to you. March the
All
8th.
right.
You make the choice.
Okay, 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 okay.
Cool. All right. Listen, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. Hello. You are a breath of fresh air, and yeah, you've got such a good knowledge. So it's great to hear your voice, not just an amazing singing voice, but also speaking voice. And yeah, so
Thank you.
thanks so much. Yeah, I was just gonna say, do you have any questions or anything that you wanted to say? Just throw it out there.
If I want to say something,
Yeah, or you had any questions, or anything that you wanted to say, or you know.
um, I don't know. Maybe invite people to come to this crazy place where I live, but don't come with hard expectations. Just come and feel it. I think this is the most important thing when you go to some place, like without expectations, because sometimes you have so many expectations in your mind, but when you go and experience it, it's completely different. But I always try to go now when I'm already older. When I go to a place, I try to connect to real people from this place, because this is the best way to feel the place, not to have a touristic experience, but to be like there, you know, inside with real people.
Yeah, real talk. And you're definitely a real person. You're a real one. Yeah. So we thank you for giving us a real experience today. Cool. And where can we like how can we find your music? I'll put the links in the description anyway, but like your Instagram, your maybe also your social media. How can we find you?
Yeah, I just put my name, Helô, with H, like hello, Tenorio, and you will find me on YouTube, Spotify, and la 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 la. And on Instagram, it's Helô underline Tenorio. So that's easy. You see a girl in the piano and sing, it's me.
There you go. Cool. All right. Cool. In that case, thanks so much again. And yeah,
You're
that
very
will be the
welcome.
end of the Brazilian podcast. So just want to say a massive thank you again to Hello Tenorio. Tenorio. I'll say that again. So just
Yeah,
want
that's right.
to say a massive thank you again to Hello Tenorio. And just want to say obrigado, até logo, and peace.
Peace.